Hello and welcome to today's episode of NYSC Half Hour. I am Nkem Agonwa. We kick off today's episode with an interview with His Royal Highness Dr. Jacob Adebayo Haastrup, the OLUMOBI of IMOBI-IJESA in OSUN State. He is also the Director of Information and Communication, National Hospital, Abuja. Before we meet His Royal Highness, stay with us. We will be right back.
On the news today, Governor Sule commissioned NYSC North Central Skill Acquisition Center, also NYSC Bakery, Garments and Water Factories. The Nasarawa State Governor, Engineer Abdullahi Sule, has commended the NYSC Director General, Major General Shoaibu Ibrahim, for taking the scheme to greater heights with innovation. He gave the commendation while commissioning the multi-million naira NYSC North Central Skill Acquisition Center, NYSC Bakery, Garments and Water Factories located inside the National State Orientation Camp, KEFI. He said the outlets would serve as a veritable training platform for core members and also boost the revenue drive of the scheme. The Director, Ventures Management, Prince Mohammed Momo, in his introductory remarks, said the garment factory would contribute immensely to the scheme's stride towards self-sufficiency in kits production. It is imperative to mention that the garment factory is equipped with 100 industrial sewing machines needed for the production of high-quality kit items to be used by core members. NYSC Director General, Major General Shoaibu Ibrahim, in his address said the new Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development Center represents another giant stride in management efforts to deepen the impact of the SAID program. The execution of this project is in line with one of the cardinal points of his policy thrust, which is to reinvigorate the NYSC Ventures and the Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development SAID program in line with the NYSC Act for greater impact. The management of NYSC wishes to bring to the attention of our teeming viewers that NYSC TV as well as NYSC Radio have begun test transmissions. NYSC TV operates on TSTV channel 365, while NYSC Radio transmits on 88.3 FM. Always tune into NYSC TV on TSTV channel 365 and NYSC Radio 88.3 FM.
Welcome back. His Royal Highness Dr. Adebayo Haastrup speaks to us of his experience during his NYSC service here in Kaduna State. He shared with us how his extroverted nature made it so easy for him to interact with other core members and integrate into his host community. Interestingly, he met his wife, who is an indigene of Gombe State, at the orientation course. Spicy. Let us meet him.
I'm His Royal Highness Dr. Jacob Adebayo Haastrup, the OLUMOBI of IMOBI-IJESA in OSUN State. Also, by the special grace of God, Director Information and Communication for National Hospital Abuja. I've been on the throne for more than 5 years now as OLUMOBI of IMOBI-IJESA. IMOBI is a 10 kilometers drive to Ifewara. My primary school is St. John's Primary School in Iloro. Iloro is in Elisha in Osun State. When I finished from there, I went to the Oyo State College of Education in Elisha then, now it's Osun State. From there, I went to University of Ilorin for my BA head in education, combined honors in education. I left Ilorin in 1991. We were mobilized to the camp, that is they call it the gold camp. That's the camp that's in Kaduna, you know. So we got there around the evening, and we're happy. We're looking forward to NYSC because we've heard a lot about it of NYSC, and I believe again is that we have to pass through it and see to share the experience. We're hearing about the experience from our very senior colleagues who gathered before us. So they urge the interest, the motivation to go to camp, was actually there. So I go to camp, and we were there for about 3 or 4 weeks. We enjoyed ourselves. We did all the movement around this area. We went to inside the bush. Thank God that time there's no any security challenge. We went far, almost 2 hours. We trekked to the bush. Trekked back. We were all happy together. At the NYSC camp. So we had fun. We were drilled. It was fun throughout, and we are all very happy that we have come to have this experience in our fatherland. I was posted to Air Force Secondary School in Kaduna. So at the Air Force Secondary School in Kaduna, I taught there. Experience of NYSC, that's why many of us look forward to it. It's not something you can just erase off. It's not something, it's a lifetime experience.
An educationist by training, Dr. Haastrup, during his service here, organized with other corps members to provide extra lessons for the students in the community.
I believe that we need to support students that are preparing for exams, like coaching, extra classes for them. So that was our main focus. We also try to, some funds we raised to also pay some of our colleagues to teach them. It's not though not a physical project, but it's more beneficial. In terms of people, students, their future. We believe that they need extra lesson to be able to do well in their work. They need extra lesson to be able to do well in their GSS 3 level exams. So all our other colleagues, we encourage them, gives them some stipends to make sure they do exercise for them. And they came out well, and some of them today, they're happy with all they see us. So we give all the glory to God that we're able to impact into those children in terms of extra lesson to prepare them for their exams and for them to be able to have a good result to gain entrance to university. Since we passed through university, so we're happy that they too, some of them that are even weak, they came up and they did well.
He speaks highly of the value and relevance of the NYSC in molding and preparing Nigerian youth for the future of the country.
The 1 year, first, even the camp alone, let's start from the camp. The camping alone is a serious matter. Why they bring soldiers? They give us time to wake up early in the morning. They blow what they call a whistle. When they blow the whistle in the morning at 5 a.m. or so, you must get out from your bed. You must wake up on time. And from there you go to the field, you do exercise. You do parade. They started organizing our lives that it's possible, you can achieve this. So during the own time, another thing that I'm happy about is that for being well, I would call it an NYSC graduate. We can call it a graduate of NYSC too. Is the coming together of all of us in the camp. We play ball together. We queue for food. There's fun. Enough food to eat. We go to the bush together. I know that they also call it another name, long trek to the bush. Other things, we pluck mangoes and oranges while coming back. We hardly quarrel. We live in one. Actually, the late Okogo, who owns the Black Gold then, also came to visit. All of us took that. He was happy with us. He gave us some small change. All happy together and everything. Then the Mami market that we go to at times. After the normal food from OSUN, we still want to go and relax ourselves. It's more relaxing. There is social life. Then he also he taught us how to manage our lives. You don't spend anyhow. You're able to manage your life within the limit of what some of us didn't go there with much money, but we're able to survive. So that has given us edge to manage our life.
A self-acclaimed integration ambassador, Dr. Haastrup lauds the NYSC for fostering unity and cohesion in the country.
National integration is very, very important. I give you an example now. I'm from Ilesha in Osun State. I married from Gombe, from Katungo in Gombe State. I have a friend from the East. I have my colleague friends who I've not met before, but we met in the camp in NYS when we were serving. All of us together, you know, there's no way that we can think of evil of each other. There's no way that we can fight each other. Will somebody come to me and say, I want to go and fight people of Gombe? I say, no, let me join the battlefield. You know, or will my wife say this? So it has caused us to very good understanding. The national integration through NYC cannot be overemphasized. It is what we should promote everywhere, every day. It will be surprising and unfortunate for who that pass through NYC and they will now come up to condemn it. Probably maybe they have something behind their brain because they all enjoyed it one way or the other. Even those that didn't marry also know what they did on camp and even in town. So why are they, you can't condemn NYC. But some of us are very lucky that we went there. We didn't go there empty-handed. We came out with, I came out with a beautiful wife and a very loyal wife who God has also blessed today. I also know a friend. I know a friend very well, you know, Engineer Femi Abuja. He's in this town. He also married from the NYC camp there. You know, he got his wife, a Yoruba lady, from NYC camp there. You know, I saw him when he was chasing the lady, and they are married. They are successfully and happily married. So there are many of them. National integration is a great one through NYC, and I'm happy about it. And I can say it anywhere.
He commends the NYSC Director General for his exceptional leadership and vision in empowering core members in diverse skills through the Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development Program, SAID.
Let me start to commend Major General Shabu Ibrahim, the present DG of NYSC, because I met him personally to talk to him about this entrepreneurship we are talking about. What also impressed me first is the aspect of the farming. You know, we need food, whether we like it or not. So I know tailoring is okay, other small-scale businesses, they are okay, but agriculture is very important. And the NYC has gone to agriculture. I met him with a man of a great humility, and his doors are open. I want to go and tell him that, look, my village, I have a land that can give NYC to do farming. You know, he was happy. You know, he jumped at it. During his own time, there's an expansion of small-scale businesses. He's a man of great vision, and I think what we need now, you know, and I used to tell the young ladies who graduates are looking forward to marriage, I say, look, what men are looking for now is not only your certificate. Men are looking for what is an added advantage, skill in something. You know, I said, you know, when you have two ladies and you are considered them, one said, I'm a medical doctor and I'm also into fashion designing, this and that and that. And then one say, I'm just a medical doctor. What other things do you do? Nothing. I want to prefer to go away with the one that is a medical and is also skilled. And that is what NYS has brought to the table to all of them. You know, your profession doesn't matter now, but there's a skill that can be added to your profession in terms of this small scale. Many of them, they end up starting their own businesses. We're happy with General Ibrahim, what he's doing, and we know he will do better. And he's actually leaving a lot of very fantastic legacies, and we're very proud of him. Nigeria songs, Nigeria we
song. So interesting to see that Dr. Haastrup, a Yoruba monarch, is married to a northern woman who is now an Olori and a mother for his people. So beautiful to see. We move on to our next story on IMOBI, Temitope Michael, who is a graduate of Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, and deployed to Sokoto State in 2016 for his service here. During his service here, he was exposed to the skill acquisition and entrepreneurship development program where he honed the skill of poultry farming. He is a beneficiary of the Graduate Entrepreneurship Fund, which supported him to establish his poultry farm in Kubwa, Buari local government area of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja.
Good day, viewers. My name is Adebayo Michael. I'm a graduate of Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. I'm from Ekiti State. I'm a beneficiary of SIDE program of NYSC. This is my farm. My farm is Apweke Poultry Farm, located in Kungabuku Village, Biaji across Kubwa, under Buari local government. Let me show you around. This is our cockerel station. They're about 2 months old. This is our layer session. They're about 500 and we generate about 15 crates a day. They are 18 months in active laying already. So by next month, hopefully we dispose them. These are the layers. We have the broiler section right in that place. I will show you. Just follow me. I graduated in year 2015 and we were mobilized in year 2016. I served in Sokoto. The camp is located at Wamako local government in Sokoto. And the camping experience, actually, it was fun and also hectic too because the military drills was not part of what I prepared for. But then it was fun too. In the long run, we really enjoyed it and it was a novel experience, the one I did not experience before that period. So we enjoyed it, and the service here too. It was fun. Before the NYSC, to be sincere, I knew nothing about SAID. I did not know anything about it, and when we got there, it was like a disturbance. During the camp, when they called us for side program, I think it usually happen on Wednesday. They will call us for like 1 hour or 2 hours that we hold it in the sun, because the pavilion we used to hold it, we were much then, so the crowd were more. So most of the time, if you did not go there on time, you have to stand in the sun and be listening, because if you don't even want to attend, the soldiers will force you. On the long run, I started picking interest in one or two things they were saying there. So that was where it started from. And when after that 3 weeks of camping period, we were allocated to our PPAs. So from that PPA, I met some guys who are into poultry activities. Some of them study agric in school. Some, they were just practicing poultry business. So when they were talking, and I had already picked little interest in the camp. So that was where the whole thing started from. And those guys that I met, they were 2015 batch B. So me, I was 2016 batch A. So they left us in PPA, and when they did already, they've talked me into poultry already. So the opportunity now came after they finished their service here through this NYSC in collaboration with Bank of Industry. They call the scheme Graduate Entrepreneurship Fund. And I registered, and fortunately enough, I am a beneficiary of that program today. After my service here, I could not stay in Sokoto because, number one, the population in that place, I believe, may not be able to move the business the way I want it to be. But that was the main reason why I had to locate the farm here in Abuja. So that because I know the population here are much, and anything you are selling, so far it has to do with food, people must eat. So, and I can tell you, for instance, during the 2020, the COVID-19 lockdown, many business went with it. But in this place, to the glory of God, we survived it. And it's because of the location, number one, and the people in this area, of course. They were able to patronize us, and we are still in business till today. Now, it may not really be where I want it to be, because we are still coming up. But then, comparing myself to my colleagues that we graduated together, I'm not part of that at all. In fact, I'm happy being here, because I know I'm starting from here and we'll not end here. So the horizon is still there for us. So I believe with time, just have to take time. Even with the challenges we overcome, and with time we'll be able to expand both vertically and horizontally. We get to where we want to go to. Sincerely speaking, NYSC made the journey very easier, because I remember my final year back in university days. I was a little bit confused about what I was going to do after the school program, after my first degree program, because I know the country, we have population that are humongous, and there is no job anywhere. If you are not well connected, you cannot get anything. So I was a little bit confused. In fact, there was a time I went to go and meet one of my lecturers that what can one do after this graduation. So he just told me that I should go for the NYSC first. That when I go for the NYSC, if I'm still not able to get what to do, I can come back to him. So get it to the NYSC and the side program, and this loan that I was able to benefit from, it actually gave me well-defined directions. And since then, sincerely speaking, I've never looked back.
My name is Adebayo Haastrup. We have been benefiting from my Piquet farm. And our boss, Mr. Tope, has been a wonderful boss to us.
Mr. Tope is a very nice man to us. Through him, we benefit a lot from the farm. We help ourselves and our family.
I want to use this medium to appreciate the management of the NYSC, particularly the SAE department, for their well-thought-out scheme for the youth, because it's actually giving people opportunities. People who did not really, like myself, I did not study Agric, I studied international relations. So for giving us a platform to operate, I really appreciate them. And I also encourage them to keep the good job going, because many are still coming who will still benefit from it.
Michael's growth is so inspiring to see, and that of other core members across the country. Keep up the good work. Thank you for investing your time with us on today's episode of NYSC Half Hour. We always love to hear from you. Please write to us on the online handles displayed on your screens right now, and we would write back. Remember, the safety of core members in our communities is the responsibility of you and I. Until I see you next time, I am Nkem Agonwa. Stay safe.
The National Youth Service Corps, a call to service, a call to nationhood. Nigerian youths, stand up and embrace this clarion call. Wherever you are posted, accept it, embrace it. Do not harbor any fears, because your security is assured. Develop common ties with members of your host communities. You would discover that North, South, East and West, we are all brothers with common ties and a shared destiny as one nation. Do not lobby for preferential posting, for it is unpatriotic and illegal. Report at once to the orientation camp as soon as you are posted, and contribute your quota to the overall development of our great nation, Nigeria. The National Youth Service Corps, building future leaders.